Hello, welcome to Play PS. I'm going to show you my latest video game pickups for February 2025. Although I'm trying to hold off in buying video games because I've got a backlog of games, but I couldn't help myself. There is some deals out there, so I had to sort of get into it. First of all, for the PlayStation 5, Exo Primal. This is down to $15. I really enjoyed this game. It's a really good game. The unfortunate thing is it's a live service game, so it's an online connective game only. So unfortunately, Capcom had pulled out, I think in the middle of 2024, that they're not going to really offer any more updates for the game, which is a shame. It's still online, it still works. However, the player numbers or the player count is pretty low. It is a cross-gen game. However, whether it's on PC or Xbox as well, however, the number count is pretty low. But you still, from time to time, if you get the timing right, there is enough players out there, which is good. I'm having a lot of fun. The graphics look pretty darn good. Pretty insane the amount of dinosaurs on screen, and you're just like shooting away at them, and wearing your exosuits, and then doing all sorts of crazy power-ups and grenades and all that type of stuff. It's a really fun game. It's just a shame that they've only done 4 seasons and that is it. I'm not the biggest live service game supporter out there, but this game's really awesome. $15 at JB Hi-Fi. Had to pick that one up.
Area defense buttons, 50%.
Alright, the next game is Saints Row. So this is the very last Saints Row. I don't believe there'll be another one in existence, but never say never. I guess the game sales are pretty low, which is probably the final nail in the coffin. I have played a little bit of this game on PlayStation 5 when it was a free monthly game. However, this was only down to $10 at JB Hi-Fi and got the more inferior copy, I suppose, on the PS4, but I'm still collecting PS4 games. It does say $19 here, but it's actually down to $10. They're just trying to get rid of the remaining PS4s in stock. And continuing on with PlayStation 4 and getting the more inferior copy. Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown. This is like a platform style game. Initially, a lot of people were in favor of this game, but then quickly people stopped talking about it. There's a lot more players with the PS5 copy as opposed to PS4, so in some ways I kind of see this as a collectible. This was only down to $19 Australian at JB Hi-Fi, normally retailed at $49. So like I said before, they're just trying to clear out the remaining PS4 titles. One game I haven't played up to the time of this making of this video is the Dio Field Chronicle. I think the Americans call it Dio Field. Probably us, we say Dio Field, whatever. This one is RPG game, but I can't tell you much more than that. Got it for $15. Obviously, they're just trying to clear out stock. Don't know much about this one. Sorry, guys. And the last one, this had nothing to do with EB Games or JB Hi-Fi or anything like that. This one I purchased from eBay, and that is Rogue Flight. Now, I don't really like to talk about the following YouTubers because I'm not a fan of them. I do watch them, but I'm not a fan of them. Is like Radical Reggie and that Metal Gear Rocks guy. However, they actually made a recommendation, and this game really is awesome. So it is a Rogue Flight arcade space combat game based on from the 80s and 90s. So it's a little bit like Space Harrier and a couple other games sort of meshed into one. It's really fast paced. It's kind of tricky but really fun, and it's got a lot of replay value. So one game that Radical Reggie and Jesus Rocks or whatever his name is actually made a proper recommendation. This game actually is fun, unlike a lot of games that they do show it. They're kind of boring indie sort of games and you move on real quick. Even they don't play the games. Like, they buy a lot of games, but they only play 15 minutes and then they move on and say, oh yeah, I've played the game. But yeah, this one, awesome recommendation. Thank you to those guys. Otherwise, I wouldn't even look at it. Got this for 52 Australian dollars. It was a little bit cheaper, but the Australian government, anytime that you buy a game from overseas, this one being from the UK, I think it's the legacy of Scott Morrison government. They put a tax on anything that you buy from overseas. So I think it went from like $47, $48 to about 52 posted, which is pretty good still, because games are like now pushing 110, 120 bucks. So to get a $50 game, really good deal. That is it, guys. This is my latest video game pickups. It's something that I don't do often because I'm trying to save up money for bigger adventures later in the second half of the year, which I will reveal later on. But yeah, they're my latest game pickups, guys. I'm having fun with Exo Primal for one. Rogue Flight is another. Prince of Persia, it's not too bad of a game. It's probably sitting on about a 6 out of 10, 6.5, sort of around there. So like, it's not too bad. I'm still having fun with that one. Then I've got to play Saints Row and the Diofield Chronicle as well. So there's plenty of games for me to catch up on. All right, thanks for watching. Bye for now.